Hi everyone, we're making paper today, but we are making it out of recycling items. So remember, that's our theme for this week is recycling and trees. Now you know that our paper comes from trees. So to save paper, we can also make paper by using some recyclable items like I've got here. So this is what you're going to need. Some cardboard recycling items like toilet rolls or containers. I think this came from tomatoes and egg boxes. Now this is what we used. We used egg boxes. You're going to need a couple of towels, a plastic lid, and it can be any shape, it's up to you, some cling wrap, and a blender. Now if you don't have a blender at home, you could also use a potato masher. That's going to just need some extra muscle. So a blender would be better, but if you don't have it, that's also okay to use a potato masher. Right, so to start off with, you have to tear up what you are using into little bits. So we've already torn up our egg boxes. And then you're going to pour water over it and just slightly cover it. So don't pour a lot of water because you don't want your mixture being very wet. Right, that should be plenty. You see? Right, and then we're going to leave it overnight to soak. Right, now we've done that. And so to speed things up, we soaked ours last night. And then we used our blender and we mushed all of that mush so that now it looks like this sticky mess. Okay, so it mustn't be too wet. So if there is a lot of water, try and drain it off a little bit. But if there is, it's okay. We'll sort that problem out as well as we go. Okay, so that's what you need, this mushy kind of stuff. And now you will need your plastic lid. And this is when the cling film is going to be important. You're going to put your cling film on top of the plastic lid, and this will help you to take out your paper. Right, when you're ready. So we're just going to spoon the sludge into our container, our lid. Okay, and we're going to fill it up. Now obviously the bigger you go and the thicker you make it, the longer it's going to take to dry. So just keep that in mind when you're making your own one. Alright, give it a good mush. Okay, now at this stage, this is the fun part. You can decorate your paper. Now if you're using white paper, recycled paper, then you can add food coloring as well so that you can get a different color. But because we're using egg cartons, we're going to get this color and we're going to add a few things we found around our garden. Now again, it doesn't have to be something from your garden. It can be tissues, it can be tin foil, it can be ribbons. You could even add some seeds. If you've got seeds from your garden or you've bought seeds, you can add seeds to your paper too. Now we're choosing these, and remember, if you are going to pick things from your garden, remember to ask mom or dad first before you do pick. And we're going to add, right, now I want the surface a little bit flatter, so this is when our towels come into play, and you're going to need a few towels. I've folded my towels so it can soak up a lot of water. And now I'm going to push it once, there we go. Right, now before I push it anymore, I'm going to add my decoration. And again, anything you want, guys. And just push it in so that it stays there. And you're going to keep on going until you're happy with what you've made. Once you've done that, you've got to give it a good push again, all right? And really try and squeeze out as much of that water as you can. And if I peel it back, you can see, and we're going to keep on going. Right, there we go. Okay, once you've done that, it's time to flip it out because it'll dry faster. So this is why we put the cling film in. There you go, you can see the shape. And we're going to flip this out now onto our towel. Right, and that goes now in the sun to dry. It took ours a full day to dry. So make sure it's a nice sunny day and it gets some good heat. Now this is what it looked like when we finished. Now, of course, if you want to do a plain one, you could, and then later you could stick on whatever you wanted. But this is what we tried, and now there's lots of options for you guys to try, and you could cut this out to make different shapes. You can just be as creative as you want to. All right, guys, have fun. Bye.